television. Greetings. I'm your Glenn Beck of Career Music DeYoung wannabe, and welcome to the Switcheroo. Now I know what you're all thinking. Styx had 2 lead singers?
Babe, I'm leaving. I must be on my way.
That can't possibly be, because we Styx listeners know that the lead vocals have always been provided by DeYoung, and nobody else. Sure, we'll get some occasional vocals from Tommy Shaw and DeYoung, but nobody can take the mantle away from Dennis. Well, slow your horses down, partner. We have a lot to cover. Yes, today's Switcheroo will be looking over the prog rock melders themselves, Styx. Styx have always been remembered for their theatrical sound and clean show record. Originating from Chicago, the band has been active since the 70s and have been on and off for 3 separate time frames. They have a perky and whimsical disposition, but behind the scenes, there were some dark feelings of brewing. Backmasking accusations, numerous breakups, solo careers, and a new singer. But what else do you expect from the band who named themselves after the river in Greek mythology which formed the boundary between Earth and Hades? That gives a whole new definition to the term "come sail away." The story of Styx is a heavily detailed one and filled with numerous amounts of interesting facts. So much so, documentaries aplenty have been rolled over on these guys. Does VH1 ring a bell? For example, would you believe that Dennis DeYoung was somewhat tyrannical in the way he ruled over the band, causing members to depart? It's all documented. But what else do you expect from a group who has 3 members who believe they should have the most say, considering the fact that they all give great vocal performances? Now, I obviously can't go into everything, and honestly, I don't like focusing on the negative side of Styx's history. Styx is a grandiose band with several notable pieces of work. Sure, going through their low points makes for an interesting story, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to look at the singers and see which one fits the band more. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's look at the original singer Dennis DeYoung and see what made him so special.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling. Give me all your love.
Right out of the gate, Dennis has one of the most enchanting live voices I've heard from a band. Combine that with his piano skills and he is a wrecking ball of talent. He was a theatrical showman of Starlights and Starbrights. Mixed with the wonderful backup voices of Shaw and Young, you get heavenly bliss.
Lady, from the moment I saw you standing,
He was also the one Styx member who wrote the most songs from anyone else in the group. We also must consider his solo work, which consists of a few solo albums and numerous performances as Pilot in Jesus Christ Superstar. That's pretty awesome. Dennis has always given Styx that magical whirlpool other bands can't capture. It's a clean feeling these cruddy current bands cannot conjure. And stepping back into the troubled past of Styx for a moment, I mostly side with DeYoung. Sure, he seemed hard to work with, but I believe he had the pipes to back him up. The man was truly gifted. But why did he leave? Do I really have to tell you? During the Return to Paradise tour in 1999, Dennis was afflicted by a chronic fatigue syndrome-like disorder, which would get tipped off by any bright light or such. This left Dennis unable to perform, thus he was replaced by Canadian pianist Lawrence Gowan for the remainder of the tour. But why didn't he come back when he got better? Well, it's simple. They fired him. Apparently, the hatchet between the band members cannot be buried. When questioned if there would ever be an original reunion again with DeYoung, Dennis has been open to the idea, but the other members, Tommy Shaw for example, said it was unlikely.
I'm hopeful that something eventually would work out between us. That's all I can say.
Not in the foreseeable future. Maybe when they're playing hockey on the River Styx.
Now when you listen to Styx's albums, you hear the blast of energy which is Dennis DeYoung. How is the new singer Lawrence Gowan? He's not Dennis. Lawrence is a very talented piano player and singer in his own right, but he sticks out of the band like a sore thumb. YouTube critics have left comments describing his voice as the leader of the Lollipop Guild. I won't agree or disagree with these rude similes, but I'll let you be the judge.
Lady, when you're with me, I'm smiling. Give me all your love.
Tommy and James should really rebrand the name of the band. They did have a lawsuit over keeping the name, but really, they just don't sound like Styx anymore. They should call themselves the music of Styx as performed by such and such. I understand that there still are original members in the group, but Dennis was the voice box. Come Sail Away, my favorite Styx song. It just doesn't sound right with Lawrence singing it.
I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the virgin sea. For I've got to be free, free to face the life that's ahead of me.
He doesn't have the power or brevity that Dennis excelled with.
I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's ailing me.
I would love to see Dennis reunite with the group once more, but in order for that to happen, all differences must be put aside. Judging by the behaviors these men show off, yeah, that won't be happening anytime soon. Styx still do perform, and I hear it's wonderful seeing them live. I bet it is, considering it's the magical music of Styx only getting better with age. If given the chance to see them live, don't you doubt the idea that I would pass it up. I'd be there in a heartbeat. But nothing will amount to those wonderful decades where Dennis and Styx sailed away together on a cloud of mighty musical power. So for this switcheroo, I'm being a purist and sticking with Dennis.
I don't know the best of times.
But Styx is still an amazing group all you younglings should look into. Lawrence and the gang still please and don't disappoint, so I guess that isn't too bad. Domo arigato, Styx. I'm DeYoung wannabe, and remember, if it's current mainstream music, I am almost always bound to hate it. This has been the Switcheroo. Thanks for watching.
Tonight's the night we'll make history. Honey,